We are still seeing a few thousand people without power this morning in our area and even more statewide. We want to get an update on how things are looking when it comes to those restoration efforts. Happy to be joined this morning by Kim Braun from Georgia EMC. Kim, appreciate your time. You were helping us prepare ahead of the storm and now the day after. How are things looking outage-wise for the areas you serve?
Well, outages are definitely going down. Most of the outages now are concentrated in that far northeast corner of the state. South of there, it's more of just, sparse outages that are not as widespread. So we're able to release crews from those areas that have already restored power to their EMC members to go up north and help the more impacted EMCs there. We've got about 19,000 outages statewide right now.
Okay. Hey, Kim, can you hear me? Okay.
Yep, got you now.
Yeah. All right. Quick question. So you mentioned you're kind of diverting resources. Everybody headed up north right now, it sounds like. What does it look like for folks up there today without power?
It's a cold day for sure. Refreezing is definitely an issue. Anything that may have thawed, it's still very cold up there. So we are still battling ice on lines, ice on tree limbs, and the potential for an ebb and flow of outages throughout the day as crews work to restore that power.
Gosh, you talk about these conditions, cold and windy. How does that cold affect the linemen out there who are working? I mean, I imagine they got the gloves on, but they need that dexterity as they're doing some of this important work. Just walk us through what a day like this is like for the linemen.
Absolutely. Well, they definitely have extra gear on their truck. They've got extra emergency equipment on their truck for this cold weather and extra gear that they wear to keep themselves warm. Yes, dexterity is very important, and these linemen are very well trained to handle these conditions. They might, have to take a little more breaks every now and then to warm those hands up to work safely, but this is kind of what they've trained for. They are ready to go and help restore power.
And when it comes to potentially losing more power today, what's your biggest concern? Is it refreezing or falling trees or something else?
Usually with ice storms, the problem is the refreezing of lines. And now in far north Georgia, there might not be much thawing today, but as you have thawing ice, you have more water to accumulate on those lines again and put more pressure on those power lines, causing additional outages on those lines. So you'll just see kind of an ebb and flow of restoration efforts.
Kim, if somebody loses power today, what do you want them to know and where should they be going for updates?
Yep, you can check your local EMC's website to have they have outage maps available on those websites, and also a statewide level is at the georgiaemc.com. If you do experience power outage, call your EMC, let them know. If you see a down power line, go ahead and call your EMC as well. Stay away from down power lines, and please just give our linemen room to work. They love words of encouragement. Just do it from a safe distance and just make sure you're keeping clear of any down lines.
Yeah, give them that thumbs up if you can, maybe from your front porch. Kim, I know 19,000 appears to be the number now. What was the number at the height yesterday? Do you know?
Around 22,000, I believe, was kind of our height yesterday afternoon. So they are decreasing for sure, but it is an effort to get this restored.
All right, and we appreciate your time this morning and the other times we spoke to you this weekend. Hope rest is in store for you and all the linemen in the coming days.
Thanks so much. Appreciate your coverage.
Yeah, you're welcome. Kim Braun from Georgia EMC.